How do you say goodbye to a country that has given you all that you have? This week, President Joe Biden showed us how it is done. Yes! In 1970, at the age of 28, Joe Biden was elected to the Newcastle County Council. Yes! In 1972, Delaware elected Biden to the U.S. Senate at 30. He was there until 2009 when he became the U.S. Vice President. He was Obama's VP until 2017. Biden returned as president in 2021, and we end his term in office in January of 2025. A few weeks before he leaves office in January, Biden gave America the middle finger. Immediately, he hopped onto Air Force One and traveled to Africa. Now, that is how you say goodbye to a country that has given you everything that you have. You see, some Democrats are leaving the United States, following the decision of the American people to re-elect Donald Trump as president. Joe Biden took his anger in a different direction. He pardoned his son, Hunter, for all his crimes. All of them. Tax evasion, gun. He did that despite vowing on tape that he would never do that. Watch.
That I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
Yeah, the man lost it. He must have told himself, since we have all decided to be mad in America, let's take our madness to its logical end. Mad people everywhere in America. Mad people. Presidents. Mad presidents. All U.S. presidents who do bad things always travel to Africa the next day. Bill Clinton did it after the Monica Lewinsky affair broke. And he was forced to appear on TV to say,
"Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate."
Indeed. that was after he said, "I did not."
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes, you remember. So after pardoning his son, Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden of the United States is in Africa. He traveled to Africa for the first time since he became president. He remembered Africa. The time is running out. I remember. Oh, yes. He visited Angola after a stopover in Cape Verde to refuel his plane and say hello to the country's prime minister. Now, his mission is to counter Chinese influence in Africa. That's Biden's mission. Now, let me explain what that means in special English, because they speak bad English. Biden is saying that the United States will not stand back and allow China, France, and the United Kingdom to chop Africa's resources alone. That's what he meant by that. He wants America to get its own portion of the African pizza, baked for millions of years and buried in the ground. That's the pizza they are looking for. Biden's America uses the same template that China uses. It says, the template says, bribe Africa with a shiny white elephant project that they may not be able to maintain. In exchange, they will allow you to exploit their resources for virtually nothing. Yes! So, Biden is supporting a US-backed investment in Lobito. Yes, Lobito Corridor. This is an 800-mile, $4 billion railway project that cuts across Angola, Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. Yes! When completed, the railway will transport critical minerals from interior Africa to the Angola's western ports for export. Ah! Now, for those of you too young to remember, Frederick Lugard, the former military administrator of Uganda, and later the man who amalgamated the northern and southern protectorates in the place now called Nigeria. Yes, he did exactly the same thing. He built railways to transport minerals from the interior of Africa to the west. So, 100 years later, the Chinese, Joe Biden, The Americans are still doing the same thing, building railways to transport minerals from interior of Africa to the west. Hey! As the French will say, the more things change, the more they remain the same.